Hello my lovelies, so this is Lizzie from Love from Lizzie, and today I'm bringing you the August 2022 Love from Lizzie card kit. It's called Sun, Sea and Sand. This usually would have been released last week. I did actually release this into the shop yesterday along with all of the add-on products. The reason that it's so late is that we've sadly had a tragic family bereavement last week, and we've all been quite shocked and needing each other very much, and shooting videos has been a little bit more than I can manage, so I really do apologise, and I thank you for your patience and bearing with me for this release. So I will run through the kit with you now. I would like to add at this point that Sue and Amy have been doing an absolutely terrific job keeping the shop running, making sure orders are going out and emails are being replied to, so please don't worry, we're not behind. It's just the me bit that's been slightly delayed. Unfortunately, there isn't anybody else here that can do what I do, so that's why the video is only going up now. It is all still available in the shop. We have sold quite a lot of some of the add-on products, and there is only very limited numbers of the kit left. And once you see it, maybe you'll be interested in it too. As I say, it's called Sun, Sea and Sand. It's a really nice, cheerful, summery kit, and it's all in the one bag this month. We do try to use as little plastic packaging as possible. As we all know, it does end up sadly in the ocean at some point or another, so we do try to keep it to a minimum. Okay, so we're going to start off with the cardstock. As always, you get 5 sheets, and they are 8.5 by 11, so they're American standard A2 size. So they can be split down the middle for a top fold card or across the centre for a side fold. And you have a piece of white, which is alcohol marker friendly. So you may want to pull this one out and bring in a regular sheet of cardstock, so you can keep this for colouring, polychromo pencils, Faber-Castells, Zigs. All different pencils work really nicely on this cardstock. We've got this really lovely cream colour, and then we have sand, a nice lilac, and a lovely pale blue. And then I'm going to show you the next big sheets, as it were. Okay, so this is UK size A4. So I'm going to show you quickly the slight difference in size. It's ever so slightly longer. As you can see, there is a portion at the top, and it's ever so slightly narrower in width. So if I just butt that up there, you can see there is still a portion of the American letter size peeking out behind. So the patterned papers are in A4. They're matte, and they're a really nice weight. They're going to hold their shape on the front of a card, or if you wanted to lay them up or die cut them, they're really good for that. So you've got this really lovely little girl sat on the rocks, a yellow stripe with a sort of a distressed run through. This has got a bokeh, and there's sort of greys, blues and whites in that. Here we have this really lovely sort of misty, almost watercolour-esque kind of blues and cream hues. Ever so pretty dark blue with yellow stars. We have mermaids and pirate girls and someone listening to a seashell on stamps on this one, all in that nice monotone, which is really nice and muted as a background. And then we have same design but with colour in. So as you can see, there's the mermaid, and that's what she looks like coloured up. Then we have this very sweet little girl sat on a swing in nice yellow tones. We have a pretty pink, a water splotched blue, a really big sheet there saying summer days, which would be great if you do slimline cards, or if you wanted to make a picture frame and decorate the edges up. And now you're going to get into the decoupage and die cut pieces. So there's quite a lot of sheets of these, so this sort of works as the ephemera. They're all die cut and just ready to pop out, so you just run your blade down through here, and then you won't even get those tiny little hangy bits. So the decoupage, they're all labelled, so this is your base for A1, A2 goes on top, A3 goes on top, A4 goes on top, and then you end up with a nice big layer. Or you could use this as one layer and then use every other and then use that as the base layer and use every other to make 2 out of each decoupage round. But on each decoupage sheet there are 2 designs, and so you have the mermaid and the little girl on the beach. Really cute little girl with candy canes and a postage stamp girl. The girl on the rocks, and then like a little dancing midnight princess with her crown. We have a pirate, and this was one of my favourite Santoro stamps, the little girl laying in the meadow. And here are just some little die cut pieces that you could use as toppers. So just an array of different printed pieces, some that are a bit blank so you could stamp sentiments or decorate yourself. Some larger topper pieces, and then some tags, and again all in this lovely Santoro collection, so everything matches really, really beautifully. This is very sweet. Little girl riding away on a horse on a cloud. Wouldn't we all like to be there right now? The pirate lady and little girl on the deck chair. And then these ones, I'll show you from the back, they're die cut out in layers, so you can pop the bottom one down, then put 2 pieces of foam for the next one, and then 3 pieces of foam on top of each other for the next one to give a sort of domed effect. And this is almost like faux ribbon. So they're all die cut into strips, and you just pop them out, and they make adding a little width of pattern onto your card extra super easy. Now, because there's obviously decoupage, we wanted to make sure that you had plenty of foam, so you get a gazillion, that's possibly not a real number, but you get an awful lot of these foam squares, so you should not run out at all. The peel-offs this month are a brand new colour. They're a really nice mid pale blue, and they're in the pinstripe, which is our most popular of peel-off, as it has 3 different widths on. The stamp set that you get coordinates very well with the pattern papers. It's the Little Fishes stamp set. It's red rubber, but it will cling into your Misty or whatever stamping blocks you like to use. And there are the fish, the crabs, Little Fishes postmark, the little stamp, and then the girl there with her feet in the water. She would look really, really pretty, like heat embossed in gold or something if colouring's not your thing. There's enough detail in this that there isn't any need to be a fantastic colourist, and flat colouring on these also works really very nicely. We have the Sequin mix, which is a really lovely collection of clear oyster white, clear blue and solid blue, so it does look very much like a nice lake. You've got some wooden pieces and some stars. I'll just pop those out here. So we have an anchor, a little toucan, a palm tree, a sailing boat, a seashell, and then 5 non-adhesive sparkly stars. We've got 5 meters of ribbon, as always, and there is one that's printed gorgeous little thoughts, another which has postmark stamps on it with the little crab and the seashells in the middle of the postmark. You have this almost like airmail stripe, the little gorgeous girl faces on a monotone, and then the same one again but on a lilac ribbon with a nice purple print to it. But they're all satin, and you get a metre length of each of those. We have also popped in a little row of adhesive hearts, self-adhesive gem hearts, and some little 3mm gems as well, just so that you can add a little bit of extra bling if you want to. And then we've also included some bows. Now, you've got plenty of ribbon to be able to make your own bows, but if you find them too fiddly, you've got a bow in 5 different ribbons there. So each ribbon has its own bow. And last but by no means least, we have the dies this month. And the dies are this lovely big whale with the water spouting out. a seahorse and a pearl in a clamshell. So I really hope that you enjoy this kit. I would love to say that I'm going to get to make with it, but at the moment I am incredibly busy with being there for my sister and her son. So thank you ever so much once again for your patience. I apologise that I'm not my usual happy clappy self, and the design team have already got their kits, so they will be making away. Do check back. Shortly there'll be the product release video, and until next time, please take extra special care and love and hug everyone that you want to love and hug, because it's really, really important to let everybody know. Bye.